Good morning, friends. Today we are here at Pragati Maidan at the Drone Festival. This was inaugurated by Narendra Modi yesterday, 27 May. You're recording show. Okay. Good afternoon, friends. I'm with Chirag Sharma. He's the CEO for Drone Destination.
Correct.
So they're the largest service provider for trainers.
Correct. Yeah. Hi. This is Chirag. So I'm actually the CEO of Drone Destination and Hubble Fly Technologies. Hubble Fly Technologies is a DGCA approved manufacturing company. We were one of the first 5 companies in the country who got certified by the DGCA. And Drone Destination runs the largest DGCA drone training network, as well as we provide services on those drones. So currently we're present in 6 cities in Gurgaon, Bangalore, Dharamshala, Gwalior, Manesar, and Ahmedabad. And we're expanding our footprint to about 150 locations. These 150 locations, the idea is to make these as drone hubs and get as close as possible, to hinterland and be within a 6-hour network of tehsils where we will keep our drones. Training will happen, drone as a service will happen, we will rent our drones for service. The rental will work just like it works in aviation, something called wet lease, where we will be giving both the drone as well as the pilot trained on that drone to execute the service projects at these 150 locations. And we also offer after-sales service there. So it becomes kind of like a cohesive one-stop shop for everything drones at these 150 locations.
The Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi ji, was here yesterday.
Correct.
So it was, I think, giving a big boost,
Absolutely.
There was a lot of people. There was so. What you felt when he was coming here, and the Minister of Civil Aviation.
So he's been one of the biggest proponents right now when it comes to drone adoption. I think over the last 1 year, when our government finally realized that the pros of drones far outweigh the cons, and we should go beyond the aspect of security and safety, and how there are much more avenues that are available when you put drones in the market, from job employment creation perspective, from entrepreneurship perspective, because it touches lives of across. So in India being an agricultural economy, and with Honorable PM pushing for Kisan Shakti and Kisan drones, we're talking of adoption in the quantum of 5 lakh, 6 lakh, 7, 10 lakh, a million drones, probably floating in our country in the next 3 years. These million drones will at least generate million jobs, because so we're talking of huge employment opportunities coming.
People you're training now.
Yes.
So what age group are these people?
So the certification starts, it's a mix. So, actually the government's kept a very low-key barrier. There is hardly any barrier to entry to train. You have to be 10th pass, and 18 years of age and above. And that's the basic requirement to become a certified drone pilot. The pilot today spends about 55,000-60,000 on his training and ends up getting a job of 20,000-25,000 right away. There's enough shortage. So you're talking of a return on investment in less than 3 months, which is incredible. There are very few, opportunities available for people as with an educational background not as exquisite to still get a job this quick. So I think it's fantastic. And
yesterday we were at Vigyan Bhavan, so there was this railway protection force, and the railway minister was the Ashwini Vaishnav ji. He incidentally is also the minister for IT.
Correct.
So I had posed him a question about the drones. So they said drones are being used very widely in the railways,
absolutely,
in disaster management, and everything.
Yeah.
So my question to him was about the Railway Protection Force. They were about giving the medals to various people across the country from various zones. So I was asking them that the people who are retiring, the ex-servicemen, as to say. So are there also going to be...
You've hit the nail on the head. So as a company, what we're doing is we're in talks with, the resettlement wing. So we in fact had a meeting 2 weeks ago with DG Resettlement, targeting exactly those 10-15 lakh, early voluntary retired force people who are back home. who've stayed in.
Their age group is what, 40 to 50, so they're the right
40
people.
to 50 people. In fact, they mentioned, somewhere between 35 to 45, 55, which is a sweet spot for someone to even take this up as an entrepreneurship opportunity at their homes, right? Because they've been on field for so long. We need people with discipline. The one key thing which will be very important is keeping this drone piloting, the forces, these guys who's on the field retained, because today's youth, let's say we're talking of these 18-year-old, 25-year-old kids, they are used to air-conditioned offices and environment, and our industry's core field job. So the servicemen, because we've seen it all, right? So they don't have those qualms of maybe staying out.
Right.
These
That's
jobs.
The reason for them.
Correct. So this is exactly right. So, but this brings in that avenue that the only difference will be they're still closer to home, which will at least incentivize them to look at new tech. And then we are talking of, we identified this pilot job coming at this level of a grey collar. Okay. So there's white and blue, but drones will come at a grey collar level at hinterland.
Perfect.
So I think that bridges the gap between big city, small city. It may enforce the idea of reverse migration. Right now, most rural folks come to cities to explore bigger jobs, but when the tech comes to them, then we're talking of rural entrepreneurs, we're talking of rural employment on tech platforms.
Right.
These guys are used to phones, now they just get upgraded to drones.
Great. So my last question is about your training partners.
Correct.
So if somebody is joining you as a training partner, so what sort of investments does he
interestingly, the training partner makes zero investment.
All right.
Yeah,
Great.
so we are the ones who are the technical partners. So we invest in drones, we invest in simulators, we invest in instructors, the whole curriculum. The training partner just needs to bring a piece of land and 2 classrooms. So generally our tie-ups are with universities, colleges as well, who already have a ready infrastructure, so you don't have to spend extra. So it makes things easier. We're tying up with a couple of agriculture universities to push Kisan drones. We're tying up with police academies to push for their training. So there are different kinds of partners that we're collaborating with.
Wonderful. And you have some you are operating out of Manesar.
So that's where our manufacturing and training basis. We have a 7-acre campus there.
All
so
right.
current capacity is of 3,000 acres. 3,000 drones that we can manufacture in today. We're expanding this to about 50,000 in the next 2 years.
Perfect. So wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Sanjay Agarwal signing off.